Well, this weekend you can enjoy a brand new show commissioned by the Kentucky Opera with the Santa Fe Opera. This Little Light of Mine is a story about the life and legacy of Fannie Lou Hamer. Today I'm joined by Barbara Lynn Jamieson, along with librettist of the show Diana Solomon Glover and composer Chandler Carter. Great to have you all here. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you.
I mean, when you have something commissioned, it's a very big deal. Tell me how this all came about.
It is a big deal. When you commission a new opera, well, first of all, we think of operas as already being created hundreds of years ago, but new operas are being commissioned every single year, and it takes several years to put it together, like a musical, you know, and movies are years in the making. Well, operas are years in the making as well.
So we've commissioned one since what, 1988?
1988 was our last commission, so it's high time, and we are contributing to new opera in America.
All right. Well, Diana and Chandler, I'm excited to talk to you all about the show. I mean, tell us a little bit about the story and the role you play. You're a librettist.
I'm a librettist.
For our audience, I had to ask you, I'm like, I got to make sure not only am I pronouncing it right, but I'll be honest. I said, what is that? What is that?
Well, the librettist is the creator who writes the words, and the composer sets the music. So Chan has done an incredible job of setting the words that I wrote based on Fannie Lou Hamer's life. And for those of you who don't know who Fannie Lou Hamer is, if you've ever heard the phrase, "I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired,"
yes,
that's Fannie Lou Hamer.
Right.
She was a civil rights activist, but before that, she was born into a family, the youngest of 20, in 1917, into a family of sharecroppers. And she did not learn until she was in her 40s that she had the right to vote. But when she did learn, she spent the rest of her life championing the voting rights for all Mississippians.
Oh, this is going to be a really special production. I know it's so important for you to make sure that you're doing things that folks can just feel comfortable. It's accessible to everybody in a story, right? Like sometimes we think of an opera as being something that, number one, we don't understand what they're singing, right? But you're making it, this is a story we can understand and connect with and find the fight in all of us, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of the things that we wanted to do above anything was to make sure that when people leave the experience, they know who she is.
Yeah.
They know how she fits in American history. They know the lineage that gets us to where we are today.
Okay, from words now to music, composer, like what do you do to kind of set this mood and this feel for what we're going to experience?
Well, the first place I looked was actually the voice of Fannie Lou Hamer. Fannie Lou, you know, she came from obscurity, but she made an incredible impact and captured the attention of America when she spoke before the Credentials Committee about her attempts to register to vote and also to help others register to vote, which resulted in harassment, attempt on her life, and torture. She was arrested and tortured in jail. And her story, she captivated the world when she testified before the Credentials Committee at the 1964 Democratic National Convention in Atlantic City. And in 8 minutes, she went from obscurity to being on everyone's lips, including the president. I mean, she got everyone's attention. And the sound of her voice captured me when I heard I first learned about her on a documentary, and 30 years ago, and I thought to myself, I've got to find a way to tell her story. And so, beyond that, also, Fannie Lou is a great singer. She, of course, not trained, but she had sung in church all of her life. And so, she would sing in order to inspire people. And whenever she spoke to a crowd, she first got everybody warmed up by singing protest songs, songs from church, and I used all of that really as the basis for the opera.
It sounds like a wonderfully inspiring story. There's only 2 performances, right?
2 performances
this weekend.
Yes, it's an American story. It's in English. It's about American history, and it's on the 21st and 23rd. 2 performances, and we have a tag along. If you
say, I love this opportunity to bring your kids.
If you want to bring your youngin who's 4 to 8 years old, but not quite ready for this, not quite ready for a full opera, you can. There's a camp camp day for them. They'll do crafts and singing and art, and they'll learn some of these spirituals. They'll sing This Little Light of Mine. They'll sing a lot of the spirituals that Fannie Lou Hamer sang, and then you can all leave together. You drop them off at the Opera Center, go to the opera. It's an adult day at the opera. Pick up your kids and head on home. It's a great day for the whole family.
Again, Barbara, I love that you're just making this so accessible for people, right? Like you're taking the intimidation out of the opera, you're making it, everybody is welcome. Please come in. Also, tickets are available, but you also allow people to pay what they can.
Pay what they can, and group sales discounts available. So you can call our box office for those special pricings.
All right, we have the number for you at the bottom of the screen for discounts. Pay what you can. Get your tickets, 2 performances only. You can catch This Little Light of Mine at the Brown Theater this weekend. For tickets, just head on over to kyopera.org.